Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey Marco, how are you?
Fine, what about you?
I'm pretty good.
I love the movie, I need to say. I love your character, I love Red Guardian.
Oh,
Um,
thanks.
and of course, I laugh so much at Alexi the pig.
You named the pig Alexi, huh?
Exactly. And was that an animatronic, by the way?
Yeah, the pig. We had real pigs on set, and then for the one shot, we did have a real pig come in, but the pig was not a very good actor. I mean, the pig was as good as a pig. It did move to its mark, but the pig could not hold its breath and do that sort of thing. So that was all CGI, I think. But we had a real pig for some of the shots, but they're very loud and unruly and difficult to deal with, pigs.
I can imagine that. So in Black Widow, there's a really good prologue. You've got some really nice action beats, and then there's a 21-year gap between the two moments. And Alexi is really different when we find him again. And did you try to have a clear idea of what happened to him all those years? Did you try to fill in those gaps?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, we tried to figure out what happened between him and Dreykov in terms of the betrayal and all that stuff. And then part of it was, Alexei lives a bit in his own world, certainly with his relation to Captain America and different events. He's almost psychotic or, has dementia in certain ways where he doesn't really understand reality. So part of reality was important. And then part of it was his own created reality that I worked hard on. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he must on some level know why he was forced out by Dreykov, but on some level, he thinks it may have been about something he said about his haircut or something. I mean, like he really does live in a created reality of his own where certain things are much more important to him. And so I really worked hard on crafting that as opposed to the actual reality of what happened.
Yeah, and as my last question, a very important theme is in this movie is free will. That's the metaphor of the cage.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're watching Loki on Disney Plus, but free will is pivotal in that show too, even if it's told from a different perspective. And so, do you find that interesting?
Yeah. I mean, yes, to a certain degree. I almost think it's a bit of a snake eating its own tail, though, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, I do think that, like, it's again something to contemplate. Well, I mean, in that situation, it's very clearly like, these people don't have free will. We do have free will. Whether or not we actually cosmically have free will is sort of, to me, that's a snake eating its own tail. And it's something fun to contemplate philosophically. But I do think that, at heart, I'm kind of a Buddhist, although not, but I do think our actions pursue us, and I think that our actions determine our future selves. Like literally, if you do sit-ups, you'll be stronger. Like, literally we have free will in terms of our actions, and our actions do pursue us. But also, I feel like if you put good in this world, generally good comes to you, and if you put bad in this world, bad comes to you in a certain way. Although many smart people might very much disagree with me, but I do feel like your actions are always pursuing you, and those are a result of free will. So in a sense, I do think that the only thing we have is choice of our action. If we have anything at all, that is the one thing we have.
Yeah, it's really wise. Thank you very much for your time. I can't wait to watch
Thanks,
Red
man.
Guardian again.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.